Need some help? Yeah, just scrape it right off the bottom of the truck there. That's good. There you go. All right, what are you doing?
I am putting on sunscreen because we're going to go in a sunny spot.
Yeah, it's important to have a little sunscreen, even in the wintertime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are we sitting in?
A truck.
Yeah, we did something kind of lame, right? We drove to the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of lame to drive to take a hike. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about people who drive to take a bike ride? That's pretty weird, right? Because why is that weird?
Because you can easily just use your bike.
Because you could easily just use your bike. It doesn't make any sense.
Which is kind of what we did.
Which is kind of what we did. You're right. But we're making an arbitrary distinction between us and people who do something very similar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's how we make ourselves feel better. At any rate, we've driven to the trailhead, and now we're going to head out. And once we get going, we'll take a little pause and get ourselves oriented, talk about where we are and where we're headed. But for now, we're sunscreened. We have our, what is that on your wrist? Oh my God, there's a giraffe on your wrist.
Dad.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought there was a giraffe on your, attacking you.
It's stuffy.
It's a stuffy. I guess if it was real, it would be bigger.
Yeah.
Taller, probably. At least as tall as you. All right. Anyway, off we go.
So why does it look like a slap bracelet, and why would it have that many spikes?
Totally valid questions. All right, are we ready? Nora, what's this plant right here called that you're touching?
Sticky monkey.
Sticky monkey. Why do you think they call it that?
Because when you squeeze it like that,
yeah,
it sticks to you, and it's like a tree, and it's called sticky monkey.
Why would a plant be sticky? What would be a
Sap.
reason? Could be sap. What would
honey?
Honey? Yeah. What would the honey attract? Do you think?
Bees.
Maybe it brings in the bees. Who knows? It does have this plant. That's I'm not sure what that is. This plant, the sticky monkey, does have flowers on it in the springtime. Yeah, good find. Stick.
It made my finger green.
Nora, what are you doing?
Trying to find it.
Oh, good call. Always a good idea to try to climb a tree whenever possible.
Dad.
What? I'm saying.
Dad.
What do you have?
Roly poly.
Roly poly. Yeah, look at that. Set him free. There he goes. Bye, roly poly.
Bye, roly poly. I put him right by where he came from. He came from here, and he's going directly there.
Smart, yeah.
So I knew that if I put him there, he either would get a head start or get lost.
Nora.
Mm-hmm.
What's this ecosystem that we've been hiking through called? Do you remember?
No.
It starts with coastal.
Coastal chaparral.
Coastal chaparral, yeah. It's got that sticky monkey. It's got coyote brush, which is this stuff right here. It might have some California live oak trees and some manzanita maybe. Do you know why it lives, this ecosystem exists really close to the coast in the hills? Yeah, well, you want me to tell you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's kind of windy here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And foggy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's not the easiest place for like big tall trees to live in. And so this coastal scrub, this chaparral, is really close and compact and low to the ground. And it can really survive and thrive in these environments. All these types of low-growing, dense plants. How's that rock throwing going?
Good.
Excellent. Well done. What you eating?
A granola bar.
Crunch or munch, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right then. So we like to try to find edible things in nature, right, Nora? Last time we found some miner's lettuce. What did we find this time?
Sage.
California sage. And in the California sage plant, what else did we find?
Wild strawberries.
Wild strawberries. Let's take a look. So this right here, you falling over. This right here is the California sage, and here it smells really good. You want to give it a whiff? Have a smell.
Good.
Yeah. And then down in there, Nora's got her hand on a wild strawberry blossom. That's some excellent depth of field work going on there. Those are two. We don't know if the wild strawberries are actually edible, right? We're not sure, but the sage smells really good. You can make tea out of it, or you can season your chicken, Nora said, right? All right. Anyway, oh, yeah. And then something else that you found that we wouldn't know whether to eat or not. And we've got a humanaroo, which is a human combined with a kangaroo. Can you think of any others?
A human and a unicorn.
Ooh, what do we call that?
A horn.
Yeah, that's a good one. Anything else? Human and...
A human and a giraffe.
What do we call that?
Hugh-half.
A hugh-half, like that guy up there on my head? Am I a hugh-half?
Yeah, you're a hugh-half.
Sitting next to lichen. Yeah. This big boulder, this big, I don't know, is it serpentine? This big old piece of rock that's sticking out behind us that you could see right there is like covered in lichen. It's got all these different plants growing out of the rock, which is kind of hard to believe that this one rock could be supporting so much life. There's a succulent growing down in there. There's some sticky monkey over here like we saw before. Yeah, right? Let's take a look at some of the stuff growing on here. What do we call ourselves?
Pearson, Wild Pearsons.
Woohoo! What did we find here in the middle of this coastal chaparral? Ah! What did we find, Nora?
Redwood.
Redwoods in the middle
Take
of
the picture.
You're what?
Nature view.
This is a serious nature movie.
I have to go nature.
You have to go nature pee. Well, there you go then. We'll talk about redwoods another time. So this is don't put your foot down.
What?
This is really cool. Okay, this is really cool. Right here in the middle of this coastal chaparral. What kind of trees did we find? You're just goofing off now. Well, we found redwoods, which don't usually grow on here. Do you know why there are redwoods growing here?
Because there's clean water.
There's a freshwater stream. And then right next to the redwoods up here is a fir tree. And the fir tree has these really cool cones on it and you can see, it's a fir cone because it has these little tiny mouse feet growing out of it. That's what they always look like to me. Little tiny mouse feet growing out of a fir cone. So we've got redwoods and firs right next to each other, and a very serious naturalist telling you all about them. Here, we're doing our Aaron Sorkin walk and talk here. What do you want to talk about?
What?
I don't know. What do you feel like talking about?
How about we talk well? Because I don't think we can hear each other too well. So maybe Dad should pick Nora up.
Dad should pick Nora up.
Now.
That's what. No, Dad can't do that because Dad is old. and decrepit.
But you did it before, Dad.
Yeah, but that was when you were whining and crying and I needed you to stop.
But my leg isn't in my house.
We made it. Where did we make it to?
Muir Beach.
Muir Beach. And what's so cool about Muir Beach is that it has Redwood Creek that flows all the way up to Muir Woods. Are we ready? Hold hands, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, we're going across.
It's pushing me. It's pushing me. And it's like quicksand. And my legs are freezing.
And we're gonna do some tide pooling. And here comes the water right to our feet. But it's not quite low tide yet. So we're just gonna splash around a little bit and have a good time and wait for someone to come pick us up. So thanks for watching with us. And bye viewers, says Norma. Nora, what's your name?
Nora.
Nora, sorry. We just met recently. And we'll see you next time on the
Wild Pearsons.
Nice, the Wild Pearsons show.